Happy dance.
Happy dance. Let's jump over the picks. Last week's picks. This is how it looked. Both picked BYU over OSU, and you guys lost that. BU took Oregon minus 27.5 versus Purdue, and you got that one. 1 point. Dalton, LSU minus 2.5 over Arkansas. You got that one. You're a master lock. Tennessee +3 over Bama. You get 4 points on that one, and so you both got your master locks. Dalton, Illinois +3 over Michigan. So that leaves it a tie again this time because you actually won some of them. But you lead 25-23. It's time to go to this week's picks. The ball is in your court, Dalton. You get to go first. All yours, bud.
Man, I'm going to start out with a Thursday night game this week. We got the ACC 6:30 on ESPN. We got Pitt, who is ranked and undefeated right now in the ACC, still trying to battle for that conference title spot. And then you got Syracuse, only one loss. That one loss, interesting to me. I can't really decide how good Syracuse is because they've got a win over UNLV, who is really good in overtime, but they also played UNLV after the debacle with their quarterback deciding I don't want to play anymore, type of thing. So I'm going to rock with Pitt, and a big reason I'm going to do this is because they're at home. I think you don't always see Pitt fighting for a conference title in the ACC, and winning is a big deal. They've tasted a lot of wins so far this year. They're on the back end of their season. They're only favored by 6, which means all they got to do is win by a touchdown at home against Syracuse, who I think is just a very average football team. So give me Pitt to start the week off -6.
All right. You're going with a Thursday night game. I'm going with a Friday night game. And I'm going to Las Vegas. You got Boise State, Ashton Jeanty, Maddox Maxon going in to UNLV. Boise State, 5-1, 2-0 in conference. UNLV, 6-1, 2-0 in conference. This has big conference implications. I don't think anyone can stop Ashton Jeanty. I mean, he's 6 games into the season, and he's already rushed for 1,248 yards and 17 touchdowns. UNLV is a good team. Williams took over for the once departed quarterback that got mad about NIL stuff for UNLV and has been pretty good. He does have one loss in that, but he's been pretty good. I just don't think anybody can stop Ashton Jeanty. I don't think UNLV's defense is good enough to stop him. I think they're going to roll in this game. They're only a 2.5 point favorite on the road at UNLV. I think they probably win by, 10, maybe 14 points. So I'm going to take Boise State minus the 2.5 at UNLV.
Good pick. I didn't want to touch that game. I thought it would be a shootout
because it's a winner.
Well, I hope not.
Well, then you would have picked the same game again. So
yeah, that would have been fun.
Exactly.
Right? I need you to lose. I need to win. That's the only way I'm going to get points back. So, hey, look, Vanderbilt is ranked, fellas.
Yep.
They are in the top 25. It took Missouri 2 overtimes to beat them. And they got Bama. They got Kentucky. They looked past Ball State because they knew they had Texas on the schedule. Texas is headed to Nashville. Nothing tells me that Texas is 19 points better than Vanderbilt right now. I'm not saying Vanderbilt's going to win, although I think it is a possibility. I'm not taking it off the table. Pavia's only turned the ball over 1 time this season. He's smart.
I love Diego Pavia.
He's also their leading rusher. Give me Vanderbilt. Because I know that Vanderbilt is going to be aggressive. They have even though they're ranked, they still have nothing to lose. They're Vanderbilt. I don't know that they're fighting for an SEC title. I don't think they're fighting for a playoff. So they have nothing to lose. They want to get the best bowl game possible. They want to continue to knock as many people off. They're going to go after Quinn Ewers. There's no way they don't. Give me Vanderbilt plus 18.5.
All right. Well, I'm taking my second pick all the way to Madison, Wisconsin. Penn State on the road at Wisconsin. Favored by 6.5. Man, something's going on with Penn State this year. You know, I said this last week. As much crap as I've talked about Drew Aller in the previous couple of years, he has really stepped up this year. The new change at offensive coordinator has really made a difference for their offense. They are scoring the ball. They are holding teams to very little success on offense. I mean, the last 3 games for Wisconsin, they beat NIU, Rutgers, and Purdue. But their previous 2, they lost to USC and obviously the Alabama game that Wisconsin had. Penn State, 6-0, undefeated, 3-0. I mean, number 3 ranked team in the country right now. I'm taking Penn State minus the 6.5. It's not in Happy Valley. I know it's on the road, but I think Penn State's going to go and win this game. And Penn State minus 6.5 all day long on Saturday.
Time for some master locks.
Yeah.
Man,
Man, got to rock with my dad on this one. I got to go to the Navy. They've got Notre Dame.
I had a feeling you were going to pick this one.
They got Notre Dame. Here's the deal. Navy's averaging 44 points per game this year. Notre Dame's only averaging 34. Navy's quarterback, Horvath, he's only thrown for 888 yards on the season, but the style of offense that they run is so hard to defend because you don't see it week in and week out. He's also their leading rusher. I think Notre Dame, as always, I will never not think this, is a fraud. They've got 1 loss to a horrible football team. Sorry, Chief.
Sorry, Chief.
I'm telling you, Navy is better than what people think. They're still undefeated, and they're probably still fighting for a playoff spot. It's going to come down to them in Boise State. I think that Navy's better than what people think. I think that Notre Dame is worse than what people think, and Notre Dame is favored in this point by 12.5. So give me Navy plus 12.5. Give me the dub. Let me double these points for the master lock.
I do like that pick. I almost picked that, but I knew you were going to pick it. I knew that's what you were going to pick. I'm going with an underdog too, though. I'm going to College Station. LSU comes into town. LSU just seems to be rolling right now. And actually, yeah, that's right. LSU just seems to be rolling right now. I mean, in their last 4 games, most they've given up was 26, and that was to an Ole Miss offense that is just prolific on the offensive side of the ball. They beat them in overtime. Texas A&M's been really good. Connor Wegman's been really good. Grant Nussmeier for LSU's been really good. Grant Nussmeier, 183 for 283 for 222 yards, or for 2,222 yards, 18 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. Great touchdown to interception ratio. I think LSU goes in and spoils the fun in College Station. I know I have a lot of friends. Sorry, Ira. I have a lot of friends that are big A&M fans, and I know several of them listen. So I'm taking LSU, though, plus 2.5 at A&M. Dalton, we may both get 6 points this week, and you're still going to be down by 2.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Midweek Breakdown podcast. Be sure to hit subscribe and check out the full podcast that drops every Wednesday during football season right here.